Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Timur Shafif. I'm a music producer, mixing, mastering engineer based in Los Angeles. Today, we're going to break down the track by Imanbek and BYOR, Belly Dancer, which surpassed 750 million streams across all the platforms. So, if you're ready, let's go. We started from the drum section here, and the kick, it's a splice, some sample. We actually used it like a lot in our previous production. We just made a little top shelf and top cut, like a 20 dB, 12 dB octave, and it's kind of mixing decision, I would say. Couple of claps, also splice, Noizu, sample pack. It's amazing. We were using it a lot back in the day. It has like some equalizer on a group, like some endless smile to make some effects, Gullfoss on the other clap, just because it adds a little bit of a kind of saturation, I don't know how to call it, and some low shelf on the other equalizer on the clap. Together it sounds like that.
Okay, can you play the whole beat?
Yep. And some hi-hats, like also was taken from splice, some top loop, and overall hats sounds like this. Percussion group has this high-pass shelf, high-pass filter. Also, it has a little bit of a... We're taming sustain a little bit, so we will turn it off. I didn't like the reverb on the loop, so we decided to a little bit chop it off. This thing I like to add some room. It also makes it a little bit deeper and creates some stereo. So side is here 6 dB up, and just the gain staging with the equalizer. I don't know why I just didn't pull this down, but yeah, I mean, like when you're doing stuff like this, you're just working really quick.
Sometimes it's random.
Yeah, it's random. Exactly. Yeah.
As you might know, I interviewed more than 50 different Grammy Award-winning engineers, producers, songwriters. I was asking, what's your secret sauce? So I decided to make a free PDF file where you can find presets, plugins, secret sauces, everything together. I'm gonna leave all the links below, so check it out.
So one of the days, George BYOR came to me, and we were working in my studio in my apartments back in Russia. And we were mostly working on like underground stuff, nothing really pop or whatsoever. So we were making mostly tech house, bass house, and all related to that style, but in his unique kind of vision. And I asked him, do you want to make some money? And we started scrolling like and searching for some acapella that we can use to make a flip on, like to make a DJ kind of version of it. We stopped with Belly Dancer by Aiken, just because it was like a pretty big song in our country, like back in the day. But we knew that this song wasn't like a really big, like super hit whatsoever. And we decided to make a flip on it. And now it has become really popular. Bass has 3 layers. It's basically sub, some middle frequency sample that we worked with sampler in here, and some synthesis and silent. It's kind of significant sound of BYOR. So if we deconstruct this, this is the main layer that you hear probably in the track. This one adding a little bit of texture and a little bit of transient. And this one is just a sub. This is contact substance.
What's the one shot of the other one? Do you know
it's a secret. It's a secret sauce. Yeah. Actually, this is Vengeance, some library of Vengeance, like back in the day in 2007. It was very popular. And yeah, we decided to bring it back because Imanbek's, it was Imanbek's significant sound, so we decided to put it on here. So this sound is a guitar. It's like electric kind of muted guitar. It's called guitar mute guitar. It's basically factory sound from Avenger. Yeah, I guess it's a factory sound. Yeah, it sounds like this. If I turn everything off, it will sound like it. Pretty good already, but I wanted to add like some atmosphere, a little bit width. Chop off the low frequency. Worked a little bit with a transient. I didn't want it to pop out too much. And also added a little bit of chorus. It's my favorite chorus. It's UAD Brigade chorus. We're using it everywhere. Once we made this song, we really knew that it was going to be like a big hit, but we didn't expect it to be that big. Like, so the first day when it just was released, it gained only like 80,000 streams. And during that time, Imanbek had like a really big profile. Like, he had big songs with like enormous amount of streams. And this number was really kind of scaring us because we thought it's a failure. But after a week passed, we saw like a growth. I don't know, like 20,000 a day or something. I don't remember the exact numbers, but the highest spot that we had in streams was 1.5 million streams a day. And everyone was really excited and happy about it. Really thankful for the team that worked on this, and that turned out great. Also, we have this synth lead sound, also from Avenger. It's pretty simple. We closed it down. We just kept only the middle frequencies of it just to play around and help the vocals. This part, like to get it a little bit more exciting.
Is it your vocals?
No, fortunately not. Also, we have this little organ that recreates the original melody from Akon's track. It has this weird EQ just because I was trying to recreate the sound of the original organ, and I don't know. You judged. You judge if it worked out. Yeah, so nothing else on it, just EQ and like gain. I don't know why I swapped like
Face?
No, it's just like L and R, like left and right. I swapped it. I don't know why. It's just like was a decision. Also, we have this little thing. It's a serum. I made this bass like as an addition, to the original bass. Together, it sounds like this. It helps a little bit of making the groove. Not everywhere, just like a little bit. And a couple of drums, kind of just snare drums and a little bit of effects. Nothing super specific, just, you know, tiny things that everyone does. We really liked Noizu sample pack that time.
The vocal chain.
The vocal chain. Yeah. The most important is the vocal chain. Okay, so the vocals was recorded pretty good. So they did the pitch down already before they sent it to us. And so they had some treatment before I got the vocals. And the only things that I did is I've made a little decisions on the chorus. I've added a little bit, not a little bit, a lot of top end. It's like 14 dB. I know people doesn't do that usually, but I felt that it will work. In the verse, it's opposite. I've downed a little bit from 7,000, like 3 dB. Here it's like it has a little bit of effects just to add this build up feeling.
Don't be shy, girl, go
And basically, it started all over again. And the vocal group has like a little bit more of treatment. It's MSED. We were making it a little bit narrower. After that, CLA vocals, to put it in some like small room, also to have a slap a little bit, you know, it helps the vocals. If I turn it on and off, you will hear the difference. Like,
Hey ladies, drop it down. Just wanna see you touch the ground. Don't be shy, girl, go bonanza. Shake your body like a belly dancer. Hey ladies, drop it down. Just wanna see.
I just wanted to add a little bit like of a room space, you know, kind of like to fill it in some space. Also a little bit top shelf, adding 2 dB of presence, vocal presence. Here it was like some mixing decisions, some frequencies were standing out. I was thinking how to kind of put it in a mix in a right way. So I decided to make some equalizing with the dynamic equalizing as well. This is the compressor. It does like a little bit of a compression, like 2-3 dB.
Hey ladies, drop it down. Just wanna
Also, I put a little bit more gain in it, like it was kind of gain staging. And at the end of the chain, we have Suze.
Hey ladies, drop it down. Just wanna see you touch.
It's just polishing. It's just like the finished touch of
Like yes, sir.
kind of like de-esser. I would say if I turn it off and on and off, it will not make such a difference, you know.
Hey ladies, drop it down. Just wanna see you touch the ground.
You can feel the S.
Hey ladies, drop it down. Just wanna see you touch the ground.
Became a little bit more tamed, more controlled. That's pretty much it.
Mastering chain.
And the mastering chain, yeah. That's not it. We're not ready to go. So the first one is SSL G-Bus. It's like, I think it's a pretty standard one for dance music, especially. Pretty quick attack, auto release, just because we didn't want it to like bounce too much because the track was already kind of like dancey. So I chop off the sidechain filter a little bit, like 100 hertz, just to make compression only on the middle and higher frequency range. Ratio is 2:1, and also it has like a 40% of a mix. Next one is multi-band compression. I really like to use this one. I don't know, now I'm not really using it a lot, but yeah, at that track it was like necessary. It's taming a lot of like muddiness on the kick and all that stuff. I just don't like it to be like too, you know, boomy and not boomy, but you know, like a little bit muddiness on the middle, low middle frequencies. If I'll turn it off, it will sound like this. Also creates a little bit of movement. Also a little bit of middle frequency gain to make the track sound a little closer to your face. Next is Maag EQ. Maag EQ. I'm only adding the top
Airband.
40K airband. Yeah, I mean, everyone's pretty familiar with this. I like how it works. Next one is a maximizer. It's on IRC4 Modern. Like a couple of dB. This one I stole from Luca Pretalese. I'm watching a lot of My Mix Lab stuff, and I really loved how he treated the track with Diplo on my mind. So I took this technique and put it into the track, and what it does, it just makes the track pump a little bit by the upward compression. It's basically put out louder the loudest parts, and it makes like the track move a little bit more. So it started being a little bit more present, a little bit more punchier, and yeah.
Shout out to Luca.
Shout out to Luca. Yeah, Luca Pretalese is, yeah, he's the master. He's the boss. So I decided to put this one on the master too. I mean, probably it was not supposed to be here, but yeah, I chop all the low frequencies and all the high frequencies just to put it even more into the room. because the track doesn't have like a lot of reverbs, doesn't have a lot of stuff. So I decided like to put it on the master straight. So if I'll turn it on and off, you'll hear the difference.
Don't be shy, girl, go bonanza. Shake your body like a belly dancer.
Yeah, it becomes a little bit more like in a room.
In the face.
Yeah, in the face. So this is dangerous compressor. I'm shaving off everything below 43 hertz. I mean, I'm pretty sure that this filter doesn't work like a super hard filter, but it's just like shaving off some low information that we don't need in this type of tracks. Also, I'm cutting a little bit of 18K and made a filter on 28K, but I'm pretty sure it's also like not cutting that hard. It's just like musically, you know, it feels a little bit better if I'll turn it on and off, and we'll hear the difference. It becomes a little bit of like high top shelf, and I really liked it, how it worked. And Sooth on the master, of course. I mean, yeah, I just felt that I did a little bit too much of a high frequencies in the mixing, and I decided not to like get back to the mixing process and just like put the Sooth in there. Let's just compare. I'm curious how it will sound without it.
Oh yeah, it's more cleaner, right?
Yeah, it's a smoother,
Closer to face.
smoother, cleaner, less high frequencies, like more kind of, yeah, sounds better. At least. And at the end, I just added a little bit of gain on standard clip. It's pretty much the clipper that I use all the time still. And even after some better maker, sometimes when the better maker is on, like, for example, slow release, when I want to have like this kind of gluing effect of a pop music, and I want it to be a little bit louder, I'm just putting this one and like gaining a little bit, and it works perfectly. And I like how transparent this clipper is. It's just like doesn't add anything. It doesn't add anything, and it works pretty good. So this is pretty much it.
Ci pago mnie.